What is up, everyone? Welcome back to episode 27 of the You Might Be Surprised podcast. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to episode 27. Another week that you have to listen to me rant and complain into a mic, dude. Even though I don't really rant and complain, I kind of just talk and speak my feelings, but y'all are here for it. Shout out to the people in Cleveland. Like I said before, they're the real OGs. That's where most of my listeners are. So that's pretty cool. Also, let's get this out of the way. Let me get my socials out there. I've been putting them at the end of the video. I'm going to put it at the beginning of the video now, or at the beginning of the podcast. So socials, okay? YMBS Chris _Chris. Okay, that's my Twitter, and it's my Instagram. There's a dude walking out to the left. He can see me talking into a camera, but we're here for it. You Might Be Surprised podcast. You can follow that on Instagram. It's You Might Be Surprised. This dude's looking at me so weird. Oh my gosh, he's looking at me so weird. He's checking his mail, dude. He's checking his mail, dude. He's looking at me. He's like, dude, this guy has a camera and a mic. I'm like, yeah, hey, wave. Oh. He waved back. That's so cool. Yeah, follow my socials. They're all linked down below. I've been talking in a circle, but you know what? It's my podcast. I can do what I want. If I want to wave to somebody outside, I can. I'll wave again. Hey, dude, keep walking, man. I hope the coffee's nice and warm. I had a cup of coffee like 20 minutes ago, and I'm ready, set, going, dude. I'm ready, set, going. That's who I am, and that's what I'm doing. Episode 27, what's up, what's poppin', man? It's crazy out here. It's crazy in the life of Chris, you know? It's beginning to be that time of the year with everything going on. Corona's about to smack the world again, and it's kind of a bad time because everyone's trying to get together for holidays. I know Dave Portnoy said he's not going to hang out with his family, but if you hang out with your family, just be respectful. Don't do anything crazy, you know? I stopped doing my comedy stuff for right now because I was going to be around a lot of people, and I figured I needed to back away because I want to see my family. Family first for me. That's how I've always been, and that's how I always will be. So I've taken a step back, kind of going to focus on podcasting stuff, but I have big plans for 2021 as long as the world doesn't smack me, you know. But I think if things go correctly, I thought of this morning. Oh my gosh, man, this is gonna be a loud noise. That I might just start hitting random cities for comedy, like do like one city a month, and then like do like the open mics around here to get good, and then go into travel to a city for like travel there Saturday, do stand up Saturday night if I can find an open mic, book the tickets kind of in advance so they're kind of cheap, and you know, go out and see the world, see different cities, experience life while also doing something kind of fun too. I think that's why I gravitate towards comedy so much, is because you're around people, and doing this podcast is fun and all, but I'm sitting in a room talking to myself. I stream video games pretty much every night. That's me sitting in a room talking about myself, and I like to be around people. I like to hear people laugh and enjoy life. I think life should be enjoyed with people, and not sitting around by yourself. That's why I always push people to go out and do things and to be around people and to make friends, you know? That's the Chrissy B way. Chrissy B. But yeah, man, so it kind of hit me going along with what's poppin', and this is going to translate into hot takes, but it's my mouth is dry. That's what that noise was. Oh my gosh, we can do ASMR. I was doing ASMR the other day in a Call of Duty game, and I was going like this, and I was like, hey guys, you really suck. I just want to let you know I'm going to kill you next round and search and destroy. And then everybody would just be mad at me. But so the draft was this weekend for the NBA, right? And LaMelo Ball got drafted. If you don't know who he is, you're probably living underneath a rock, or you're my grandma. LaMelo Ball is a brother of the Ball brothers, okay? And his dad pretty much was like they're out in California. They're very they're a huge family name. Their business is multi-millionaires. And their dad of the Ball brothers. So there's LaMelo, Zoe, and LiAngelo. LiAngelo is probably the worst basketball player of them all, but LaMelo and Zoe are really good. And LaMelo has been on camera since he was about 15 playing high school ball and all the drama that went around with that. But you've got to see his dad be like, oh, my sons are the best basketball players in the world and this, and that. And now, like, two of them are in the NBA. It's kind of crazy. But I was thinking, like, the dude's 18 being drafted into the NBA, and I'm 24 sitting in a room by myself talking to a camera. And I was like, dude, what am I doing with my life? Like, I don't know what I want to do. I'm 24. I feel like when you're 23, you're like, oh, I just graduated college. I'm taking a year trying to figure out my life and stuff like that. And then when 24 hits, at least for me, my thing, I'm like, oh, I need to start doing stuff. Otherwise, I'm going to be living at home for the rest of my life. And granted, there's a freaking pandemic, and the world's the craziest it's ever been. And it's only going to get crazier from here. I love how people say, like, oh, back when when Corona's done, things are going to be great. Actually, things will never be the same, I think. And it's only going to get crazier. Like, I believe next year aliens are just going to come up and start sucking people up and probing our asses. So that's what's going to happen, and everyone needs to prepare for that because it's only getting crazier from here. And Chrissy, I don't know why I'm calling myself Chrissy, but I'm going to be here to report it all sitting in my room in my parents' basement. So if that's the type of content you like, here I am. But, like, it's crazy. I'm reading my notes here. That made me think, like, that's why just like, fuck, like, I don't know what to do. And then I was listening to a podcast this weekend, and it hit me that other 24-year-olds don't know what to do. And then it made me think about the election, right? I think that's why a bunch of young people vote Democratic. And I'm not political, but this is a political statement here. I think the reason why younger people vote Democratic, before everyone hates me and they're like, oh, we vote Democratic because of, like, the policies and things like that. I think, if I had to think about this, most younger people aren't thinking like a Republican. Younger people, especially this woke generation, like, I think my generation from about 21 to 27 is very woke right now, and we're trying to not be such terrible people, which in actuality is what's getting people more canceled, is because we're like being like the safety police. But I think the reason why we vote more Democratic, the younger generation, is because of people kind of like to kind of like to go whoever talks the loudest, especially with younger people. It's like, oh, all these things sound like a great idea. Let me go vote this way because I'm hoping I'm going to change the world. We have this thing in younger people that we want to change the world. Like, we're not just satisfied with getting a job in a factory. We want to go build a robot and stop house invasions or something crazy like that. And I think that's why younger people vote more Democratic, is because they're worrying about everyone else. And then whenever you have a family and life kind of goes from being about everybody to about, like, a large circle to a smaller circle, that's when you kind of see people starting to vote Republican, and things like that. I know this what's up, what's poppin', it's kind of about my life, but I was thinking about this. But it's also kind of a hot take too. But yeah, man, I was thinking about that. And the reason why I was thinking about that is because I need some heat in these podcasts, you know? Am I going to sit around and not talk about anything crazy? Or am I going to sit back and just not be crazy? I feel like sometimes when I talk, I make no sense. Let me rephrase that. Am I just going to sit around and not say anything crazy and live my life justified in a circle, thinking everything I say is going to come back and bite me in the ass? Or am I going to put out some quality content for y'all and blow the fuck up? You know? But yeah, let's jump in to Hot Takes, Chrissy Hot Takes, Chrissy B Hot Takes, Chrissy L Hot Takes. I've been watching a lot of History Hyenas, and Chris DiStefano, the dude cracks me up. He's oh my gosh, if I could have his brain just for like a day, I would become a millionaire, because my great ideas with his crazy outlandish ways of speaking. Maybe I should hit him up. How hard would it be for me to come and work for Chris DiStefano? Chris DiStefano, bro. I'm gonna tweet this at you, okay? Let me come work for you, okay? Chrissy D, Chrissy L in the building with Giannis Pappas. Y'all could teach me about history, and then I could be your guys' computer guy. Yeah, we could talk about how Muhammad or whoever, and we could do a crazy thing about that. I feel like I'm just talking in circles, and whenever I hop in front of this mic, I never know what I'm actually doing. You know, people think that these podcasters and things like that actually know what they're going to do every single day, but they kind of just jump into it and hope everything flows. And that's what I've been doing for 27 episodes. That kind of rhymed. But let's get into hot takes, even though I said hot takes already. It's my podcast, so we're getting into hot takes now. So back to like the Democratic thing. The reason why I said that, okay, because I can use it for a thumbnail title and the name of the podcast, but also, because I was listening to the new Flagrant 2, Chris DiStefano and Giannis Pappas said something that kind of stuck with me and made me kind of think. And that is, you literally have to be controversial to mean anything in the world of podcasting, in the world of content creation, in the world of pretty much in everything. Like, to be honest, if you think about it, like, people have to sway one way, or they have to sway the other way, and then the people who align in the middle are the people that work in factories. That's just how it is. If you lean one way and you say your stuff and you get a group of people to follow you, that's like the American way. You can look at that about business. Apple versus Samsung. You know, people love that argument. PS4 versus Xbox, dude. And then you have the PC players that are like, PC master race. It's even in paparazzi, dude. Like, we want to side with whether Britney's new boyfriend is worth it. You know, everything to Republicans to Democrats gets the people going, and there's an algorithm, okay? I'm spitting some hard facts, okay? Think about this. Next time you watch a video, read the comments. There's a fight going. If you can start a fight in the comments, the more your video gets recognized, okay? That's why Ben Shapiro is probably huge right now, is because he's saying these crazy things, right? And then he's starting fights in the comments, and then it gets recommended. So if you can pick one side and one side hard and be able to, no matter what it is, no matter if it's sports, no matter if it's podcasting, comedy, politics, it's business. If you can do that and you can kind of lock in your ideas, dude, you can literally blow the fuck up, okay? I'm being like even think about it. Let's break it down to even TikTok, okay? Let's break it down to TikTok. You have the dancers, okay, and then you have, like, for girls example, I haven't really seen many guys doing. It's hard to picture like a guy doing something crazy to get likes, like besides like chugging alcohol or saying something about gun control, okay? But for girls, there's the dancing, okay, and you can get big off of that, right? Or you can make a conscious decision to be like, I'm going to go over to the left, and this isn't political, but I'm going to go over to the left, I'm going to shake my ass on TikTok, and that's going to give me thousands of views, and then you blow up that way. But, like, it's not necessarily, like, the best form to do it. You're, like, exposing yourself and things like that. But for you decided to pick this direction, okay? And you honed into that, and now you're blowing up, okay? In my mind, the only way I work is, like, how can I blow up but also maintain, you know? And that's just not just for podcasting or for comedy or for playing games online. It's also in jobs. Like if you can kind of like say, screw it, I'm going to do this, and you kind of hone in on that, it's kind of crazy where you can go in life. And I think being from a small town, going back to like my first point I said about the Republicans and the Democrats, is that from being from a small town is people like to ride the middle, because we're afraid of being too outlandish or being too conservative. And that's not anything to do with politics, but I'm just saying like that in general. And I think that's why like the backbone of America is these small business and things like that, is because we like to live safe. And then you have the crazy people who are chasing that American dream, doing like there's so many, you can make millions of dollars picking grass, dude. But like they in their head were like, I don't care about anything. I just want to pick grass and cut grass, and I'm going to start a channel about it. I'm going to start a blog. I'm going to get sponsors, and bam, now they're a millionaire cutting grass, okay? And then it's crazy. It's crazy what you can do in life, and I think for the younger generation, or at least the way I think of it, is it's like, what can I do? Like, what do I go left or right on? What do I go up and down on? Like, do I want to stick to comedy and blow up on that and just say somehow, and because I love being funny? Do I want to move out and pursue a professional job and kind of be safe, try to find my honey and make some money and have a family? Or do I want to say fuck all that and kind of just do my own thing, drink some alcohol every day? And like, it's just like there's so many different routes, and that's what overwhelms me, is because I like to do them all. I can't just like, I'm like, today I feel like creating a podcast. Tomorrow I want to go out to a city and take photos. And then tonight I want to play COD with my friends because it's fun, and I like to stream it because who knows, somebody might see it, and then I start gaining traction, and next thing you know, I'm a full-time streamer. Or I just want to say screw that, and I want to focus on my professional career, my job I do every single day, and like how can I hone that, and how can I move up that ladder? I think there's too many ladders. There's too many ladders. I feel like I've just gone on this crazy circle. What's the time? Oh, we're at 20 minutes, dude. All right. But yeah, so tweet me what you think about that. Okay. I've kind of said a lot of points. And it started off with the Republicans and Democrats, but I think it makes sense. It's like you have to pick one hard side and go with it. And the people who keep going with it can blow up or get ate up, and things won't work. I'm just trying to live an exciting life. Dude. Just trying to live an exciting life. I didn't get to talk about this in What's Up, What's Poppin', but I'll talk about it now. I've been drinking a lot of whiskey lately. Not a lot, but I've been trying to get into more. And I bought this bottle of Woodford Reserve, and this is a good bottle of whiskey, but I feel like there's better. Like, I don't know anything about whiskey, so if anybody wants to help me out with that, that would be great. I drink it straight on the rocks. And the reason why I do that is because I, like in college, I liked beer a lot, just because it was cheap, but I didn't realize how much carbs I was taking. So I was like, if I do want to have a drink, I should drink like whiskey because it's less carbs. And I have to drink like a small amount to feel something. So that it's not like I'm drinking a lot. I can have like one drink and be good for like the whole night. I don't have to drink like 10 beers, you know? So let me know some good whiskeys. And let's end the podcast like we always do with those pod deck questions, man. Oh, dude, these things crack me up. I need to actually buy the app. Wait, maybe I'll just buy it now. $9.99 monthly or 70. What that dude? This thing is a ripoff, dude. All right. Which one do we want to do? Fitness and health. Episode ideas. The future freaks me out. Paranormal. I kind of like the relationship deck. That was kind of funny, and it kind of just we're going in completely opposite direction of what we were just talking about. But it's my podcast. I can do what I want, dude. Preview. What makes someone a bad kisser in your opinion? Not being able to use their tongue. That's a big thing, you know? A lot of my friends, I've had these in-depth conversations with my friends. They're like, I don't like tongue. Like, if a girl uses too much tongue, I don't like it. And me, on the other hand, if you're good with your tongue and it's wet and moist and we're switching positions, my grandma will watch this. I'm sorry, but I think that's how you become a really good kisser. And every girl I've kissed that doesn't know how to use tongue is terrible, and that relationship has never worked out. So just saying. All right. Although all these I've said, dude, this or that. Let's go into it. I feel like I rush these. Do I rush these? I don't know. I feel like I talk like when I talk with people, I don't go as fast as I do on this. I kind of like speed rocket this, dude. Which is crazy because I have a stutter, but it doesn't really come up when I'm recording by myself and talking all by myself. Mustard or mayo? Depends. Probably mayo. I eat actually mayo. Oh, ha 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 ha. Does pineapple belong on pizza? I had this heated discussion with my friend last night on COD, and he was like, I can't believe you just said that. And I was like, dude, pineapple pizza is the bomb, okay? If you can go, okay, hear me out. Order a pizza with pepperoni, pineapple, onions, and tomatoes, dude. Oh, so good. So good. Another couple just walked by and they see me talking to myself on camera. Hi. But dude, so good. If you don't think pineapple belongs on pizza, I stopped talking to you just a little bit less. It's like I can't, you know, my friends are going to hate this, but I can't be in contact with somebody that just doubts that. Like, you don't like to try new things. You don't want to, like, I'm not saying you have to get it every time. Like, if you're getting pizza, like, most of the time, I want some pepperoni, some sausage, maybe some bacon, maybe some onions, you know, to spice it up a little bit. But, you know, sometimes you just want to have a little bit of something. And that little bit of something is pineapple on pizza. And when you sink your big teeth into that pizza, dude, and you get the sweetness, as long as the tomato, and then the little spicy from the pepperoni, dude, tell me it's not a good pizza. Tell me. Because that shit is bon appetit, okay? Amazing. Italians would love it, okay? Pizza's not even Italian, I don't think. You can fact check me, actually. Let me, before I even say that. I don't think pizza was actually developed in Italy. Could be wrong. I think I heard it somewhere. Not for sure. Another dude was walking by with a small dog. I always love seeing like those huge buff dudes and then they have a small dog. I just feel like it's complete, like they're so buff and strong, but they need a little beta to be with them, you know? Just saying, kind of funny. Hoops. I mean, we were just talking about, nah, we won't do hoops. I feel like the hustle goes good with this podcast. Preview. If you had no deadlines, what project or task would you focus on right now? I think that's what this podcast is. I don't have any deadlines. I do this every week because I enjoy it. And there's no like milestones. Like there is, like once you get popping, like I'm on track for 500 downloads, which is crazy. That's so cool. I should be able to hit that by the end of the year, especially if I get some podcasts that start popping off. Maybe if I do a podcast with Joey Juice, he can give me some more downloads. I'll cut that and tweet that at him. But I think I should be able to hit 500 downloads, and I think that's what this podcast is. There's no deadlines. There's nothing like going for it. I just do it because I like it. And I'm also crazy because I'm sitting in a room talking by myself, dude. And like, to go off of that, people are always like, why do you do a podcast all by yourself? Because I don't like relying on people. Okay, there's so many times where I try to do something in a group and like you're the committed one and they're not, like, nah. It's like doing a school project. Like there's always the one kid that's like, okay, let's get this going, and then the three other kids are like, nah, fuck you, you can do all the work. See, that I took that and I just said, nah, fuck those kids, I'll do all the work anyway. Okay, that's how I'm rolling, and I've been liking it so far. And I also, at the time, I was listening to a lot of Dalia, and his podcast inspired me to do this, even though he's a creep now. But yeah, man. What key activities would you recommend entrepreneurs to invest their time in? I'm not a complete entrepreneur, okay? I do things and I hope that they pop off, but in reality, you should be doing things because you know they're gonna pop off. If you want to start a business, so I want to start my own business, but I'm not for sure what yet. This goes back to the whole thing. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I want to do podcasting. Oh, I want to do comedy. I want to be a streamer. I want to work on marketing for my professional job and career and stuff. But the biggest thing to do if you want to start a business is find something in the market that has a problem and solve that problem. And it's going to be hard work and you're going to spend thousands of hours doing it. But if it's a good enough product, you will blow up. And that goes for podcasting, that goes for business, that goes for everything. If you believe in yourself, you're going to do it. Is it going to be an easy road? No. Are you going to cry? Yes. But that's the entrepreneurial way. I wish that there was a podcast. I wish there was a podcast of the Wolf of Wall Street where he broke down every single time that he cried because he was freaking out or because of all the drugs he was on. Either or. One more. Icebreakers? Sure. What's your theme song and why? I've thought about this and I want to get it tattooed on me somewhere at some point. Jaden on My Own featuring Kid Cudi, dude. I blast that song every day and it gets me going hard. You should all listen to that song. I'll be like, there's this one part in the song where he goes, chain disco boss. It has nothing to do with anything I just said, but I say that all the time, and my friends are like, why do you keep saying that? And I was like, it's in a song, and it's pretty fire. Jaden's Will Smith's son, and he makes some fire music. He's gonna blow up. I wish I could be friends with that dude. You know, it's also kind of crazy if you have friends that are popular, how fast you'll blow up too. If you think blowing up is everything in the world like I do, kind of not really. I don't know. Talking in circles. All right. That's it. My theme song is On My Own by Jaden. Check it out, dude. It's a bop. Tweet me if you listen to it. And yeah, I'm going to end this podcast like I always do. Make sure to follow me, YMBS _ Chris on Twitter, YMBS _ Chris on Instagram. You Might Be Surprised is the podcast Instagram. Check it out, dude. I enjoy these. I'm motivated. I'm gonna keep doing it. 27. We're a little more than halfway to 50, dude. That's crazy. And you know what comes after 50? 100. And you want to know what comes after 100? 1,000. You know, we're just going to keep going, dude. And I can't wait to see what this podcast involves into. I'm getting new equipment. I'm going to make it look more like a podcast studio, even though I'm going to be in my room. I can't wait to move out. I can't wait to start having more guests on this show. I want to make it more like Theo Von's this past weekend where people call in and things like that. But I'm not yet big enough, but it's going to happen at some point, dude. So thank you guys so much for watching. I've been Chris. You've been beautiful. Try something new. You might be surprised what happens. Peace, guys. Let me do the thumbnail.